Well, diversity, in my opinion, is incredibly important because it creates a more supportive and productive workforce. The more people you can have with different backgrounds and experiences is going to result in your ability to see new opportunities in the marketplace that will help your company and industry grow and stay relevant.
Nearly 20 years ago, the AAF realized that diversity within the advertising industry was really missing. And we had a dinner to honor Congresswoman Curtis Collins in Chicago. And there were about 600 people at that dinner that night. And everybody was talking about how, yes, we'd like to hire a young minority if we could find one. So we heard that over and over and over. And at the time, I was teaching at Howard University. So when the AAF staff went back to their offices, they started talking about, well, we have 200 college chapters, so I'm sure there are some qualified minorities somewhere within those 200 college chapters. And that's basically how the Most Promising Minority Students program was born.
I learned about advertising watching quite a bit of TV growing up. So I watched a lot of Nick at Night, a lot of Bewitched. I just liked jingles. And then I found out in high school that was quite persuasive. I was always running for elections, just making communication messages. And that resonated. People would repeat what I said. So I said, you know what? I think I can make a career out of this.
I believe historically, without programs like this one, diversity in advertising would not even be close to where it is today.
The Most Promising Minority Students program has grown from a one-day program where there might have been 10 to 12 recruiters to a 3-day program where we average between 35 and 40 recruiters each year.
What I love so much about the program is I'll meet students from schools that I won't necessarily usually recruit from, because usually we try and go to schools that have like a big copywriting program, a big design program. I'll meet students from small schools that don't necessarily have that, but they're amazing students, so I never would have met them if I didn't meet them through this program.
Historically, there just aren't as many minority individuals in our industries. And so programs like Most Promising Minority Student really help streamline that process because it pools together the top talent that there is, and you can just go to them and decide who's the best fit for your company.
I found out about Most Promising Minority program through my advertising department advisor.
I think my most memorable was how poor I was when I got accepted into the program and how everyone had to get me ready to go. So I borrowed glasses and I borrowed a suit that was too big for me, and I cut all my hair off because I couldn't afford to get a perm. It was just really like a ragtag of craziness to get me to Chicago. But once I was there, it really didn't seem to matter what I looked like and what I wore, because when I came, all of us had those similar stories, all the other alumni, how we got to Chicago. Obviously, we were nominated, but at the same time, just because you're nominated, sometimes you can't take advantage of these opportunities because of, cost reasons. But AAF took care of all that for us. So I said, what kind of organization does that? I was just really intrigued. Like, why were we so important where they underwrote us to come and have this awesome experience? It was just very confusing to me, but at the same time, I made a decision that day to pay it forward.
This is an opportunity that can really help launch your career. There's an old saying that goes, you will only go as far as your network will take you. And it wasn't until I involved myself within this opportunity and I really took hold of the fact that it's important to join professional organizations that I really got a chance to understand that.
Every year that I go to other American Advertising Federation events and I interact with an alum of the program, I constantly get all these positive comments saying, if it wasn't for the opportunity that was given to me as Most Promising Minority Student, I wouldn't be where I am today.